This is first episode of Buff's Cooking. Basically, we've all watched Gordon Ramsay and Jamie fucking Oliver and his 15-minute shit fucking books that take you about 2 hours because you're pretty useless at cooking. I'm useless at cooking. My kids will vouch for that. The fact that I burnt their 2-minute noodles is still remembered fondly. So anyway, this is what I'm up to. I had fuck all in the fridge, haven't been working, so got an onion. I'll just cut that up into little bits. The capsicum was probably not looking great, but I sort of think capsicums now, I don't know, I'll go and find some on the street, young Mexican or Chilean, and who's a bit more knowledgeable on the capsicum, but they seem to let out a bit more juice when they're bloody full of it. So, you know, I don't bullshit on. I don't use 10 million different oils for most things. I've got one oil in the cupboard. It's like olive oil. That's all right. Fucking good stuff. So that's what we're up to. Olive oil, fuck knows, local supermarket brand, whatever. This is a bit of a newie today. I've got bloody this thing that I've got off. You know, we're not endorsed by any bastard. We just grab shit that's on the. So Uncle Ben gets a mention today on your Betty. I'm going to throw that fucking thing in there. This is a bit of a random raffle here. And the thing with cooking, and cooking times in general, I'm going to eat camera team or fucking bullshit like that. So this looks a bit shit, this stuff, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. That's while we're in there like that. Fuck it. And like, I'm no fucking expert on cooking rice. Far from it, in fact. So that's what we're up to down there. There's a bit left in the packet. Fuck it, the birds can have that. Birds can have that bit. So this is going fucking flat chat. I've got a bit excited. I've had her on max. It's a bit much. Yeah, I wish I did have a camera team. You fucking handy. I haven't got any tools out to cook this, so I'm doing this with my fingers, people. You don't fucking burn yourself, and that starts burning like a bastard. Down in there, yeah, so you can see that I've actually char-grilled. I've char-grilled the capsicums there because I really meant to. So I just grabbed, I've got a knife. Do not use, try not to scratch fuck out of your non-stick stuff, but just through poor timing. And whenever something's burning, you can just like take it off the heat. Just fucking grab the frying pan, and simply just take her off the heat. Now, if you got fuck all place to put that, you can put it outside here on the concrete for a minute. We'll go back to sorting out fucking how that was cooking at 10 million degrees, and I didn't mean really for that to be happening. So I've got the olive oil again, and I'm going to chuck a bit of that in there. It'll either make it burn hotter, or I don't know, cool down, maybe. If it's not getting hotter, it's obviously getting colder. Now, not really set up even for washing dishes. There's shit everywhere here. If you're a bloke, I really need a wooden spoony type thing. There is one here. That's a fucking salad thing, I think, but it's the closest thing I got to a wooden spoony. It'll flick shit around, won't scratch fuck out of me pan. Not a bad tool, it's filthy. I've got a bit of water there, a bit of a splash around there. So we're on the run, that's back on the heat now, and I fucking forgot about that again. So this is it's a bit panicky at times. Like, I'm 4 minutes in, fucking Jamie Oliver reckons I can cook a meal in 15 minutes. He's fucking kidding himself. So I'm sorting this out. I've got no paper towel, but I've got dunny paper. So, and I'm the only one. There's always the theory of I'm the only one eating it. When you have guests, like all blokes do, pretend you actually are a tidy human, especially for, you know, a partner or potential date. Pretend that you are Jamie Oliver for them minutes where he actually cleans stuff without grabbing some dunny paper, paper towel, or the nearest fucking tea towel. You know, That's looking pretty good in there if you want to have a bit of a look at that. Take no notice of the stuff on that. That is come off the meal, that stuff there, on the salad service / whatever the fuck it is. So we're just going to chop that rice up. This is Uncle Ben's 90-second rice. Good on you, Uncle Ben. Yeah, we don't get paid by anyone. We never will. Or unless they offer me shitloads. If they offer me shitloads of money, considering I'm bloke, I could do this. So, chippity chop, I've spilt shit everywhere there, that sucks. I'm going to throw an egg in that. I'm not real sure what that'll do, and quite frankly, I'm hungry, so I don't really give a fuck what it does. We'll mix that around, sort of hopefully it turns out like our famous Carrabara Tommy Chinese from the Rainbow Palace in Carrabara. Something like his fried rice would be bloody great. But we can't guarantee that because I haven't cooked this before. So here we go, there's the egg thrown in there. You getting a bit of that, are you? That's the egg. I'm running off a power lead here. It's a bit like camping at the moment, so I'm not very well set up. 2 marriages and bloody whatever. I've had 3 mental breakdowns, I'm pretty sure. After that, yeah, I'm back to being bloody broke again. Currently under the Victorian bloody Daniel Andrews. Yeah, I won't get into politics with you. This is a cooking show, but anyway, construction workers are not going to work at the moment due to unforeseen circumstances, coronavirus. So I'm stuck at home, cooking my own crap up. I would have. This is where you handy to have 2 pans, but I haven't. So you can always dump stuff. That little beauty, $2 from the op shop. That was. I love it. This ain't fair there. Going in with the kettle, people. So once again, this thing's covered in shit. I'm the only one eating it, so there's no need for anyone to care about that other than me. Hygiene is essential. Always wash your hands. We don't want anyone blaming me for getting food poisoning. We don't condone anything we eat here. We have no legal responsibilities for your hygiene, bullshit, whatever. You know how it works. So Buff's Cooking Show, if you poison yourself, fucking ate some weird shit out of your own fridge, your fault, you're a dickhead, ha ha. Good luck, have a sickie on Monday and you'll be right. You probably, it's been AFL Grand Final, congratulations to the Demons on that one. And, probably hungover, who gives a shit? It's probably, say it was food poisoning because you were that pissed. So look at that, that's looking fucking magnificent in my, let's have a little look in there. Unlike, Jamie Oliver's pristine bloody veggie garden, I've got just shit everywhere. I've got, couches, God knows what up there, bloody water tank that's not connected, it's all happening here. But I do have a kale plant that sort of just appeared ages ago, so I'm going to bloody grab a bit of that for a garnish and really zip her up, Now, so anyone who agrees that probably Gordon Ramsay spoke to them in the manner he speaks to most people, you'd probably give him a swift uppercut before he knew what was happening. And if you've ever done a 15-minute meal where Jamie Oliver said it'll be 15 minutes, it's taken you 3 hours. Pretty basic stuff here, that's kale. If you eat too much, it tastes like shit. Little bit in there is alright. I normally chop this up fine, but I'm hanging on to my phone and I can't do 2 things at once. So that's looking magnificent in there. I'm just going to go back to the pan. There's a bit of crap in there, but we're back on the pan. And I'm going to check if this bacon is actually edible. So and that'll be the major decision is if it is slimy, it is not good, do not eat it. But this bit seems to be only, and smell with the bloke, mainly speaking, these are mainly going to be to the useless bloody woman who can't cook. I won't be sexist here, but mainly blokes who are pretty hopeless, got no idea. You know, transgender, whatever. Who gives a fuck? This is for cooking for people with pretty much no idea and who hate Jamie Oliver and Gordon Ramsay. That's what this show's about. Our blatant disregard. And I'm happy to have Jamie and Gordon meet me one day to prove they're not fuckwits. I don't know if they're capable. Not off to a good start with, you know, my Irish family heritage. Probably whatever. Don't hold anything against anyone really. But we'll give them a go. We always give people a go. But personally at the moment I'm well and truly, you know, I think I'm on the money when I'm saying the fucking Jamie Oliver shits everyone. He's a fucking pain in the ass. The fucking Jamie Oliver, fucking just get some parsley, fucking whatever. So we'll crank that up to full max. That's looking good in there. Uncle Ben's rice, whatever it was, I fucking piffed the packet before. It's down here on the ground. I didn't even read that. Using a pan, boil water, we didn't do that. Add pants, we did do that. We did not cover and simmer. We've done pretty much nothing by the way the packet says to do it. So if you sort of roll like this in the kitchen, I think this show's for you. Main things in basic kitchen cooking skills is, you just don't burn shit. Fucking don't piss off out of the room because you want to go and grab a stubby and then you think, oh fuck, I might just have a lay down on the couch and relax. And fucking hell, everything's on fire. Like a friend of mine, David, who had that issue where the frying pan caught fire and nearly burnt his house down. He probably should have had a few less beers than he'd had, and it probably wouldn't happen in the first place. So, you know, we're on the bacon. I've flipped that a couple of times. Bacon's bacon. It's not exactly, you don't have to, if you can't cook, if you Muslim, don't cook it. It's fucking shit, but if you're not, it's bloody good. It's good stuff. If you're a Jew, I don't think they get into it either. One bloke, Arab bloke, did say to me, it makes your body run hot. So that's probably not a bad thing, because where I live in my hometown, it's bloody freezing. Shit old. No, it's a nice place, Caranbara. Caranbara in Victoria, in Australia. Well, there's a bit of egg. This is a trap for novices with one hand. Bit of bloody egg in there. Eggshell. Jamie Oliver never gets eggshell in stuff, does he? Or if he does, he can probably flip that out with his fingernail or some bloody thing, you know. And that'd annoy piss out of me and want to punch him in the head. I don't condone punching Jamie Oliver in the head unless he visits me and I find it necessary. I'll cut a cool deal. He's got plenty of money and tell him it's funny on YouTube that I'll punch him in the head or something. We'll try and get out of it on no legal grounds. If he does get struck by me, it was an accident. I slipped. Gordon Ramsay likewise. I've munted this egg. I like my eggs not like that. So now I'm chasing an egg. We're on a new subject here, it's chasing an egg. Try not to make that, and you know, when you've really stuffed them and they're rock hard. But you want cooked egg, now you've stuffed it, it's not going to steam itself inside its nice little pocket. So there's a time, you just got to keep an eye on that. So that's nearly, you see that bit's not what I want, that's not what I want, but there's in the middle there's a little bit of something, there's a little bit of hope. I've remade a little mildly. So every time that leaks out, that's wrecking it. Depends how you like eggs. Like some people like them like that. So, well, they're weird. So I'm gonna. That egg's done. That can just. I'll give that a little. You watch this. Ooh. I can flip that. Yeah. Not a bad day here today. It's nice, sunny. Hope everyone enjoyed Grand Holiday. I'm just emptying this out, so look out. Look out, kitties. That bacon's half done. If stuff is half knackered out of your fridge, which that is not, that's not too bad. Safety in that is cook the absolute bejesus out of stuff that's looking a bit ordinary. Like, don't just mess around with it. Get right into it. Get that heat into it. You know, you don't want. You know, no one likes a bloody bout. I've only had it a couple of times, food poisoning. No one at all likes a bout of that, do they? I don't even know what part of the camera I'm looking into here, so we're spinning around. Looks weird looking at yourself when you're looking a different direction. Yeah, so this is cooking with Boof. Yeah, the basics of our little cooking program is to keep people amused and, you know, totally bring forward, you know, that normal average Joes are shit at cooking, no chef skills. These are those chefs. Like, who wants to watch a fucking chef cook? If I wanted to watch a chef cook, I would go out and pay for the meal for him to cook me the meal. That's the idea. That's why they do the training, to serve good food to you, because you're paying good money to pay their wage, blah, blah, blah. You get home, you think, geez, that was amazing souffle, and you're cooking bacon and eggs. Or Uncle Ben's bloody rice thing. And eggs. And a bit of capsicum because it was in the fridge. You gave your good bit of meat to your dog, and you're stuck with whatever's left. So anyway, I'm not cutting that up and just